Good day, student. Let's go through disposal. I had inquiries about disposal. People are panicking when they see disposal, but I'm here to make it easy for you. Let's simplify disposal and make it easy. The first thing that you need to know about PPE, the format. That's important. You must know the format. And also, the second thing that you need to do, calculate depreciation before the disposal of an asset. It means the year that we dispose an asset, we must calculate depreciation. Mostly it will partial, sometimes it will be the whole year. But this depreciation is the first thing that we must calculate. The second thing, we must calculate the carrying amount of the disposal at the date of disposal. Remember, when we dispose, we want the carrying amount. What is the carrying amount? It's cost less accumulated depreciation plus the depreciation that we would have calculated for that year before the disposal. It makes sense? Cost less accumulated depreciation plus the current depreciation that we would have calculated before the disposal. And disposal, we identified it in many ways. We can sell an asset, still it will be categorized as what? Disposal. If it's written off, again disposal. Trade in, again disposal. Donated, disposal. It doesn't necessarily that will tell you something is sold every day. It can be written off, it can be traded in, it can be donated. Still, it means the definition of disposal. And then the last one, calculating closing balance at year end by doing the following. At year end, when you calculate your closing balance, if there's a disposal, you must perform reconciliation of cost. You must perform reconciliation of accumulated depreciation. That these three steps, these four steps is the one that you are going to be following. And also to remember, PPE, we dispose carrying amount of an asset, not the cost, not the proceeds, but we dispose what? Carrying amount. Let's go to the question. The question talks about vehicles. It said at the beginning of the year we have vehicle amounting to 4.5 million and 2 million accumulated. On 1 September, we traded in a vehicle of what? 1.5 million. 1 September, it means what? Disposal happened. Why? Because we're trading in this. We know that we will need what? Depreciation and carrying amount. And on 30 December, again, asset was written off. The value vehicle was written off of how much of cost of this 1 million, which is included in this 4.5. Again, we'll need what? Depreciation and carrying amount. And accumulated depreciation of this asset at the beginning of the year, it was how much? 600,000, which is included in the 2 million. Same applies with the 1.5 million. 1.5 million is included in where? 4.5 million. And this 700 accumulated depreciation is included in 2 million. The company depreciates vehicles on 20% per annum on a straight line. This is the policy. Nice one. We need to prepare property, plant and equipment. Note. The first thing, format. Can you see the format? I'm done with my format. You see, at the beginning, depreciation, disposal, closing. The figures will come to them. Format, I have answered it. Second thing, this I'm given. Here's the thing. They told me it amount to 4.5 million. I depreciated 2 million, meaning the carrying amount is 2.5. I need depreciation. Agree for the year. Here's the depreciation. Vehicle 1 that I traded in. I traded in 1 September. I didn't use it for 12 months, but I used it for 8 months. I'll say what? 1.5 million times 20%, remember straight line, times 8 over 12. Then I get how much? 200,000 depreciation for the year. The second vehicle that it was involved and written off on 31st December. I need depreciation. How much is my depreciation? 1 million times 12, but it happened in December. It means it was used for 12 months, meaning a year is completed. Then I get 1 million. Then I know on this 4.5 there is remaining value which I need to depreciate of how much? Of 2 million. Then 2 million multiplied by 20% is 400,000. Then I have how much? 800,000. Then is this what I'm talking about? Calculating depreciation before the disposal. Can you see? Here's my depreciation before the disposable on 1 September. Here's my depreciation before the disposal on 31st December. Then this is the current depreciation for the year, which is 800,000. Then we go to the third one. We say, if I dispose, I must dispose what? The carrying amount. I need to calculate what? The carrying amount. Remember I said the carrying amount of trade in, it must be what? It must be my cost. Here's my cost. It must be the accumulated depreciation I was given, 700,000. And I must also include the depreciation for this current year, 2012. Here's it. Then I can say 1.5 minus accumulated depreciation minus depreciation for the current year. Then I get how much? 600,000. That is the carrying amount of trade-in vehicle. What about the carrying amount of written off? It was written off. It was how much? 1 million. 100,000? 1 million. Then I was given the accumulated depreciation for 2011. Then I calculated depreciation for 2012. Yes. Then 1 million minus 600,000 minus 200,000. It gives me how much? 200. 200 plus 600, it gives me now 800. Then I have disposed the carrying amount, not the proceeds, not the cost, but I dispose what? The carrying amount. Because it's what? It's cost less accumulated depreciation less the current depreciation, as I discussed. Then I'm done. Here's my depreciation. Here's my disposal. Then we come to year end. In year end, we said we are doing what? Number 4. We must calculate the following: reconciliation of cost, reconciliation of accumulated depreciation. How do we calculate them? Straightforward, simple. We're saying how much of the opening cost did I have? Here's it, 4.5 million. How much did I dispose? Disposable one was 1.5 million. Disposable 2, it was 1 million. I'm left with 2 million. That's my reconciliation. Straightforward. Then I must reconcile what? Accumulated depreciation. How do I reconcile accumulated depreciation? I said to myself, I opened with how much? 2.8 million. Here's it. And also the current year depreciation is how much? 800,000. But how much is the accumulated depreciation of the disposed asset 1? It's 700 plus 200. Then it gives me how much? 900. Then how much is the accumulated disposed of vehicle 2? It's 600 plus 200, and it gives me how much? 800. Then 2.8, 2 million plus 800, it will give me 2.8. I must less 1.7. Then I'm left with how much? 1.1 million. Therefore, my gross carrying amount, it will be how much? 2 million less 1.1 million. Then I'll get 900,000. Guys, can you see I followed this list to the core? Every slide I'm showing you, I'm following a system that I know I must maximize scoring marks. Then it will give me the maximum marks. So if there is any question, I'm available on my Twitter discussion forum. You can drop in there or email me, or on the WhatsApp, and on additional platform of ours, Teams. You can drop in there and we discuss. I hope I have shed light in terms of disposal. It won't be a nightmare. This is the fundamentals that you should carry when you perform disposal. Irrespective of what we do, you follow these laws. We follow these principles. Thank you.